in a car accident in September, and I have a terrible brain injury, so I haven't been able to write anything. It's been awesome. I'm going to read one poem that isn't mine, and I did somehow manage to pull a poem together for today, so I'll read that next. This is from the book Kill the Gods by Courtney Peppernell. I'm sure they will make the road to recovery seem clean. They'll use words to make the healing seem pretty and pretend the bandages don't feel heavy and still cause pain. Your sadness is never going to be neat and tidy, and on some days you might even wonder how you're possibly going to pick up every shattered piece on the floor when burying your soul seems so much easier. There will be moments where you have to convince yourself that feeling is better than being numb and that your aching bones are strong enough to carry on. There will be times things feel upside down and you're spinning on an axis that is never balanced. There will be days where you take steps backward and those new steps forward feel very far away. But even in the difficulty, you are still taking steps. You are still making progress, and for every bump along the way, you just remember you have to come this far, you might as well keep going. Woo! In the words of my doctor, your only job is to not kill yourself. I said, okay. He's awesome, I do love him. I didn't name this one, but this is what I was able to come up with. There is a grief that comes with no funeral, procession, or headstone, that sits just below the left of my ribs, like an infection making its way to my heart, where my hand is still on her chest long after the heart stopped beating, but she is still warm enough that I can pretend she is still just sleeping. And that maybe when we open our eyes, things will be as they always have been, infinite, tender, chaos. But no matter how many times I take my fork and knife to the truth, it is just too raw to stomach. And to think she used to yearn for every unlovable, bloody truth anyone had to offer, just to love them anyway. I often wonder if she would love me, if she were the one who had survived instead. But I can't feel that part of her mind anymore, just the jagged edges of all the space she used to take up. And it's hard to tell if I was the hero or the villain of our story, because she was always the strong one, and I'm just whatever is left.